1. The Moto Guzzi V7 Sport. Where it comes from, why it exists, and why it hits different. Alright, buckle up, because the Moto Guzzi V7 Sport ain't just some random middleweight retro bike. Nah, this thing's got history, it's got drama, and it's got that weird Italian charm that makes you fall in love, even though you know it's gonna break your heart at least once. Let's rewind. H2O Har. Back in the day, how the V7 became the V7. H2. The whole V7 story kicks off in the 1960s. Picture it. Italian engineers, with cigarettes permanently glued to their lips, wearing lab coats that look like they just came from a photo shoot, and creating bikes that sort of feel like they came from a garage, a church, and a winery all at once. Moto Guzzi drops the original V7 in 1967. And boom, suddenly you've got this funky-looking machine with a transverse V-twin shoved sideways, head sticking out like it's trying to fist bump the wind. It was weird, it was bold, and it screamed, "Yeah, we're Italian, deal with it." Fast forward a bit, and the V7 becomes the backbone of Moto Guzzi's identity. Stone, Special, Racer, Cafe versions, they've done everything except make a full off-road dirt version, yet. The V7 line becomes the classic retro cool, but actually rides nice bike before retro was even a trend. While other brands were still figuring out which way pistons should go, Guzzi already had a personality. Jump to the present, and Moto Guzzi revives the sport. So now we hit 2025, and Moto Guzzi decides, you know what? Let's take this cute little V7, feed it some pre-workout powder, and give it anger issues. And that's exactly how the V7 Sport is born. The most modern, most capable, most quit underestimating me V7 they've ever built. It still looks retro at a distance, but when you're actually riding it, it feels like someone took an old-school rock band and gave them a stadium-level sound system. This ain't your grandpa's V7 anymore. R is still old school, but in that don't mess with me way. You still get the signature Guzzi engine layout. You still get 853cc, parentheses, because tradition or whatever. 2 valves per cylinder. And pushrods, like it's still 1974. Transverse 90-degree V-twin. With cylinder heads sticking out like elbows. Part Ben. On paper, not crazy. On the road, chef's kiss. It pumps out 67-ish horsepower, 79 Newton-meters of torque, which hits early and smooth. Translation. This thing doesn't scream, it shoves. It's like a big friendly dog that still thinks it's a puppy, but can knock you over if it gets excited. Shaft drive, because Guzzi refuses to be normal. Yep, still a shaft drive. While everyone else is lubing chains every weekend, Guzzi riders are like, bro, couldn't be me. It's low maintenance, super smooth, and it gives the bike that old Italian grandpa who still lifts weights vibe. The chassis. This is where things got spicy. Moto Guzzi basically said, let's make a V7 that corners like it has some self-respect. So they gave it USD forks, 41mm preload adjustable, twin rear shocks that actually work, lighter alloy wheels, dual front 320mm discs with Brembo radial, calipers, and suddenly the V7 Sport goes from cute retro chill cruiser to, yo, I bet I can smoke that guy on the next set of twisties. Spoiler, it can. The electronics, the part no one expected. Moto Guzzi basically hired a nerd squad and said, put a computer in it. Now the V7 Sport gets an UL 6-axis IMU, parenthesis, strong, Cornering ABS, strong. Line length, cornering traction control, strong. Ride-by-wire throttle, strong. Riding modes, road, rain, and yes, sport. Finally, LED lights, all in one. This is the most technologically advanced V7 ever made. It's basically an old soul operating new tech like, all right, guess I'll learn this TikTok thing. Parenthesis. This is the most technologically advanced V7 ever made. The personality, what it feels like to ride. Here's the deal. The V7 Sport ain't about horsepower. It ain't trying to be a Yamaha MT-09 or a Triumph Speed Twin. It's about sound, feel, vibe, that engine pulse you feel through your chest. That perfectly balanced, fun without effort sweet spot. Riding it feels like cruising through town with a vintage leather jacket, but with Bluetooth speakers hidden inside. It wants to dance in the corners, not break land speed records. It's alive, but not intimidating. It's sporty, but not a diva. It's retro, but not outdated. It's that bike you ride to the cafe, but also the bike you take out at 6 a.m. on a Sunday, just to hit your favorite canyon road before anyone else wakes up. Stop caption. On the first from page, from note, -almond, let's be real. If you want a 150 horsepower scalpel machine, that'll send you into orbit. Let's be real. If you want a bike that, quote, looks classic, feels mechanical, has modern safety so you don't die, now have torque for days. Has personality, soul, weird charm. Makes you smile in traffic. Makes people ask questions at gas stations. Then yeah, the V7 Sport is your bike. It's especially perfect for newer riders who want something premium but not overwhelming. Veteran riders who want a fun, chill, stylish bike. Anyone who secretly wants a Ducati but also doesn't want to deal with Ducati things. Riders who like heritage but not headaches. People who want a do-everything roadster that isn't boring. People who are allergic to chain maintenance. And let's be honest, owning a Moto Guzzi also gives you an automatic +10 in cool old-school rider energy. It's basically a badge that says, I appreciate the weird stuff. And I ride because I love riding, not because I'm chasing numbers. Alright, so the V85 TT Travel is basically Moto Guzzi's idea of a have-your-cake-and-eat-it-too motorcycle. It's built off the standard V85 TT, an adventure touring bike that first dropped back in 2019. But the travel version is basically the fully loaded road trip edition. Think of it like buying a truck with all the packages already slapped on. Bigger windscreen, panniers, comfort upgrades, touring goodies, all the stuff you'd normally have to buy separately. HTTP, Moto Guzzi designed this whole V85 TT lineup to mix old-school character with modern-day usability. It's got that classic, funky sideways V-twin that Guzzi is known for, but wrapped in an adventure bike package that can handle real-world riding. Highways, weekend trips, gravel roads, country back roads, errands, even light off-road if you want to get a little rowdy. It's not some hardcore dirt machine, but it is a super balanced all-around bike that doesn't freak out when the pavement ends. CLDR, V85 TT Travel, literal, means the V85 you get if you actually go places. And a very specific breakdown. This is what the bike's rocking under the hood. Classic gutsy style, 90-degree transverse layout. 2 valves per cylinder, titanium intakes. Makes around 80 horsepower. Around 83 newtons of torque. Super friendly, super usable power. Period. 6-speed gearbox. Yes, no greasy chain cleaning. Just ride. Perfect for touring. Alas, fuel tank. 23 liters. Big tank, big range. This thing is built to wander. Seat height and weight. 830mm seat, typical adventure bike height. Weight around 211 kilograms dry, 243 kilograms fueled. Translation, not featherweight but right on par with ADV bikes. Suspension, 41mm USD fork up front, 170mm travel. Monoshock in the back, also 170mm. Both ends adjustable, preload plus rebound. Enough travel to deal with trash roads and mild dirt. Wheels and tires. Up 1 second. Spoked tubeless wheels. Adventure style. 19 front, 17 rear. Versatile combo for street and gravel. Point strong brakes. Up front. Up 260mm. ABS standard. P. Depending on year trim. P. Ride by wire. P. Traction control. P. Multiple ride modes. Road, rain, off-road, sport, etc. ABS. P. LED lighting. P. TFT dash. P. Cruise control. Travel trim. P. Heated grips. P. Side panniers. P. Optional smartphone connectivity. P. Travel trim equals the luxury output version. Descend. Strong what the V85 TT Travel is made for. And drive. This bike is built for people who want one. Motorcycle that can tackle whatever the week throws at them. Up here. Touring. Touring. Up here. Big tank. Good fuel range. Shaft drive equals less maintenance. Comfortable ergos. Wind protection. Panniers included. Perfect for long hauls, cross-state runs, or multi-day trips. Up here. At equals daily riding. Upright seating. Perfect for long hauls. Add comfortable ergos. Perfect for long hauls. Follow by big tank. Comfortable ergos. Up here. Shaft drive. Less maintenance. Up here. Comfortable ergos. Perfect for long hauls. The master of all things. Lengthen up here. Big tank. Good fuel range. Shaft drive equals less maintenance. Comfortable ergos. Perfect for long hauls. Up here. Upright seating. Smooth power. Up here. Wind protection. Perfect for long hauls, cross-state runs, or multi-day trips. Lee. Easy to handle. Works for commuting or weekend coffee rides without being a pain. Up here. Light adventure. X suspension travel. Big tank. Good fuel range. Adventure geometry. It'll do gravel, forest roads, and backcountry roads just fine. Not meant for extreme dirt, jumps, or I saw it on Instagram trails. Up here. Add equals light adventure. Up here. Classic vibe lovers end. The air-cooled V-twin gives it personality. What's old school charm? New school electronics. Perfect for people who want soul and reliability. End heading, why people love the travel trim. You're not spending $1,500 on bags and screens. It's all already there. End heading, what's big highlights? In perfect for people who want soul and reliability. Great torque. Smooth on the highway. Low maintenance. Shaft drive equals chef's kiss for touring folks. Classic Guzzi character. The engine layout, the silhouette, the sound. Full Moto Guzzi flavor. Versatile. City, highway, gravel road, campsite, home. One bike, no drama. Comfortable AF. Good ergos, good windscreen, decent seat, heated grips, luggage. Super practical bike. Things to be aware of. Not really problems, just reality. Not a hardcore off-road animal. It'll handle dirt, but it's not a dirt bike. Don't be that guy with aluminum panniers trying to ride down a cliff. Air-cooled engine. Lots of charm, but it runs warmer in hot cities or traffic jams. Tallish seat. Noticeable weight. Adventure bike physics. Not ideal for very short riders or anyone who hates tall bikes. Not a horsepower monster. If you're chasing BMW GS or Ducati Multistrada power numbers, this isn't that type of bike. Classic engine means classic behavior. Simple, charming, but not hypersport smooth. Who the V85 TT Travel is perfect for. You're basically the target rider if you want a motorcycle that can literally do almost everything. Love classic engineering, but appreciate modern features. Want to tour without spending a ton on accessories. Prefer shaft drive over chain maintenance. Want something stylish and different from the usual Ride-a-GS crowd. Value comfort, practicality, and a friendly riding experience. Need a bike that handles road plus mild adventure plus travel. My take, US. Casual, verdict, strong. P. The V85 TT Travel is one of those bikes that doesn't care about dominating spec sheets. It's not trying to be the fastest, the biggest, or the craziest. Instead, it's aiming to be that motorcycle you can hop on any day of the week, whether it's for a multi-day road trip, a grocery run, or a ride down a dirt road to a campsite. It's a relaxed, character-rich, super practical do-everything, bike-ready. H3? Yeah, the Moto Guzzi Stelvio PFF Rider Assistance Solution 1000 US slang version. Alright, so picture this. Moto Guzzi took their old-school Stelvio vibe, tossed it in a blender with a ton of modern tech, radar gadgets, safety features, and basically turned it into a full-blown futuristic adventure machine. The Stelvio PFF 1000 is basically Moto Guzzi saying, yeah, we're old, but watch this. This thing is still rocking that signature big V-twin attitude, strong, but now it's loaded with enough electronics to make a Tesla jealous. 4. Engine and performance, what's under the hood? The Stelvio PFF is packing a 1042cc liquid-cooled V-twin, sticking out sideways like Guzzi always does. It's got 115 horsepower, so it moves when we twist it. 105 Newton-meters of torque, a 6-speed gearbox, a hydraulic clutch, and here's the touring flex. Shaft drive, meaning barely any chain drama. Just gas up and go. Suspension's legit too. 46mm USD fork up front. Big monoshock in the rear. Both ends have solid travel. 170mm, so it'll handle potholes, dirt roads, or whatever shortcut your GPS lies about. Brakes? All Brembo everything. Twin 320mm discs up front. 280mm disc out back. Cornering ABS, because Moto Guzzi doesn't want you eating pavement. Wheels are spoked and tubeless. 19-inch front, 17-inch rear, which is adventure bike language for yeah, go ahead, hit that gravel road. Size, weight, and fuel stuff. Seat height, about 830mm. Fuel tank, 21 liters, also known as Big Road Trip Energy. Weight, around 246 kilograms with fluids. Real-world range, approximately 250 miles on a tank, if you're chill. It's definitely not a lightweight, but for a big adventure touring bike, that's kind of expected. What the heck is PFF? The tech stuff. Forward collision warning is basically a radar-powered safety package. Yup, full-blown radar on a Moto Guzzi. Never thought we'd see the day. Here's what it brings to the table. Forward collision warning. If you're about to kiss someone's bumper, the bike lets you know before you become a hood ornament. H3. Blind spot monitoring. Got someone sneaking up in your blind spot? You'll get an alert. Super clutch on the highway. Lane change assist. Basically, helps you avoid merging into Karen in her SUV, who's doing 85 in the fast lane with no signals. Adaptive cruise control, depending on the market. You pick a speed, the bike handles the distance. It's cruise control, but smarter. Plus, ride-by-wire throttle. 5 riding modes: sport, road, touring, rain, off-road. Traction control, cornering ABS. Full LED lighting with bending headlights. Color TFT dash. Adjustable windscreen. Optional heated grips seat. Quick shifter, luggage, TPMS. Basically, Moto Guzzi went from grandpa who rides on Sundays to your friend who works in IT and upgrades everything for fun. What it's built for. This bike is for people who want to do everything. Stuff like long highway rides, weekend touring trips, cross-state adventures, gravel and sketchy back roads, daily commuting if you're fancy. It's not a hardcore dirt bike. Don't go full Dakar with it. But anything short of real off-roading, it'll handle it. Why it stands out. V-twin plus shaft drive combo. Uncommon these days. Radar-equipped safety. Almost nobody else in this class has it. Comfort monster. Suspension travel plus fuel tank size plus ergonomics. Classic Moto Guzzi charm with modern tech. A do-it-all vibe. City, highway, dirt, travel. Whatever. Stuff to keep in mind. It's a heavy bike, not ideal for brand new riders. Moto Guzzi parts, service can be pricier in some areas. Radar plus electronics equals more stuff to maintain. It's an adventure tourer, not a motocross bike. Keep your expectations real. Premium features equals premium price. Who this bike is really for. Get this bike if you're someone who loves classic Italian big twin personality, wants something comfy enough for big miles, digs new tech and safety features, rides in all kinds of weather plus road conditions, wants one bike that can basically do everything. The strong Stelvio PFF 1000 is for riders who want to enjoy that old-school Moto Guzzi soul, but still want all the modern safety and convenience a 2020's machine can offer. It's adventure-ready, highway-ready, commuter-ready, everything but motocross-ready.